coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Arizona Cardinals and the London Monarchs. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mayfield on play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. But how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide.
Josh Lambo lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
On first down, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. On the throw. Now that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Arizona.
A look at the numbers for Doyle from a week ago. 6 catches, 55 yards.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a 1st down on that one.
On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Watson on 1st down. He's got Jack Doyle.
Watson's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Hunter Renfro.
13 yards on his 1st catch. It's a 1st down as well. Watson looks to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Hunter Renfro is the man he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Callaway, the return man. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 84 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Pollard. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go. No one downfield there to stop it.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Watson. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 20.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
He was taken.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
2 yards.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Forced out to his left. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
McManus on for the field goal. A 60-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Hunter Renfro is the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Watson on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
A gain of a yard.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2 yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 12 yards there and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
At the 30-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Pollard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That's good for a 1st and 10 at the 34.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7 from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Intercepted by the Cardinals.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Cardinals got to go quickly. Hustling to the line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a super return as he gets this all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. To throw, Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Rob Gronkowski as the first half is winding down. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays.
21. Cardinals 7. Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have come to halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
21. Cardinals 7. Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson throwing right in, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And the
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now left side on the swing pass. Not much there, only a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First down, Cardinals.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, didn't go for it, but as you said, they picked it up.
At the 29-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 29, Watson. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he's gonna get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Johnson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The 34-yard.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
Mayfield's pass.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Xavier Woods on the tackle. A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Arizona.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
A pickup of 2 yards.
A couple of 1st downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. J.J. Watt that time, able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, here's Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
This is White on the screen. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Callaway on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now here in London. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Finding room at the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
He's taken down.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Here's Pollard again. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Touchdown! A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And now it's 2nd down. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
To Duke Johnson.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Complete to Jack Doyle.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Arizona.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
41-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
It's a gain of
just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get your reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hunter Renfrow, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the 1st half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the 1st half, it gets ugly in the 2nd half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more. Saw it there. Did not work out. Turnover on downs. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain.